The girls walking around New York City and just randomly getting punched. I'm sure you all have seen the videos. A few of them went viral. It was one initial video by a really popular creator on this app on TikTok that originally went viral, and I don't know if the algorithm just picked up these other videos and put them in front of people or if it happened around the same time. It doesn't seem like it's the same person. So essentially these girls, they're just walking. Some of them are on their phones. Some of them have headphones on, minding their own business, going to and fro to wherever. And they are just randomly attacked by a stranger for no apparent reason. So the man in the original video, he was caught. And I actually looked at his social media, and this is where we need to have a serious conversation, just as women, young women, older, whoever. We need to really, really, really talk. So what this guy, by the way, he has a social media, and I just want to debunk something because I saw a lot of people say that he targets young white women. Oh no, he doesn't. He is a equal opportunity. He just targets young women in general. And again, I don't know if every video has to do with this guy in particular, but he does harass women a lot, and he records it and puts it on his social media. Not only that, this guy has been arrested 3 times within the past 6 months for similar offenses. There was about a 3-minute cut of a video of him just walking around to just any random girls minding their own business and just straight up harassing them. The last instance that was on this cut, which I don't know if he put it together or someone that found him on social media did, he was following a woman who was riding the subway train, was following her around. She was moving, getting away from him, complaining to police that he was harassing her and he wouldn't leave her alone. It got to the point where she was screaming and almost crying in front of police saying, "This man will not leave me alone and you're treating me like I'm crazy." And while she is complaining to police, he is taunting her, laughing at her. Let me tell you another instance that happened, and this is unrelated, but this is still New York City. Different perpetrator, different place, but a woman, a 57-year-old woman. You can look this story up. I believe it just happened. 57-year-old woman. She was a school bus driver's aide walking home from work, and a man who she's never seen before in her life randomly hits her so hard that her jaw is permanently damaged. She lost 3 teeth, and she's got wire holding her mouth shut, which is she's going to have to keep in for 6 weeks, I believe. Yeah, 6 weeks. And guess what? They actually found him. Thankfully, her brother was nearby, so her brother chased him down, held him until police got there. He was arrested, and guess what? He's already out. He is already out because of zero cash bail, because they looked at this as, I believe, like a minor assault or something like that. But he's out. And therein lies the problem, people. Therein lies the problem, and this is the uncomfortable conversation that we need to have. Us as women, and I'm stealing from another creator, she said we need to put our big girl pants on and start voting like big girls. And she's right. We need to act like adults and start voting like adults, because unfortunately, it is a large group of young women that vote for these policies. Young women overwhelmingly vote Democrat and vote for policies like zero cash bail, defund the police, decriminalizing everything, the progressive DAs, people that go around attacking random people like that, as much as they do it because they can. They do it because they can, and they know they get away with it. And the reason they target women oftentimes is because women just happen to be smaller and more vulnerable and easier to pick on than a man. And for some reason, it is women that are overwhelmingly voting for all these policies that are stripping away all of the protections that we have in place so that we can live safe and normal lives. It is to the point where even a local election is now a matter of life or death, and it shouldn't be that way. You pay tax dollars for a reason. There is a reason you pay tax dollars. Go read the Declaration of Independence. The whole job of the government is to ensure that you can live a safe and normal and happy life, pursue whatever your American dream is. Your tax dollars go for public safety, for infrastructure, for public services, all of that. There was another story out of New York, was it 2 weeks ago, where there were dismembered body parts found They found who dismembered the body parts. It was a house with a few people living in it. There was evidence in the house, lots of it. They were arrested, naturally, and they were released. They were already released because guess what? Doing that to a body that's zero cash bail. That is zero public safety, a secure border, just things like that. These are things that should never, ever, ever become political. Yet for some reason, we have been manipulated to hate ourselves so much that we are more worried about being politically correct towards the people who are the perpetrators instead of the actual victim. And honestly, I look at New York City. I've never lived there, but I love New York City. And I am terrified at what's going to happen to New York City. Because not only do you have all of this going on, you have thousands upon thousands of illegal immigrants that have been imported into your city that are mostly men. So you have that onto the mix. And by the way, your tax dollars are paying for that. All your tax dollars are paying for that. They just handed out debit cards. So you have American citizens that are moving out of New York City because they can't afford it. You have American citizens living in New York City who can't afford groceries. Yet people that just broke in, we don't even know if they have legitimate asylum claims. We don't even know who some of them are. They're getting debit cards to go to the bodegas to buy food and baby supplies. And they don't want to leave New York. Why would they? They're getting all this free stuff. So while the rest of the city is denigrating for everyone else, people that are coming are getting new stuff and they don't want to leave. Could you blame them? So anyway, the point is none of this is going to change unless we change. And we have to take all of that politically correct BS and throw it in the garbage where it belongs. We have to be able to have adult conversations. We have to love ourselves enough to think that we deserve public safety and deserve our tax dollars to be spent appropriately. And also, again, do yourself a favor, read the Declaration of Independence. Oh, and I almost forgot, New York just started congestion pricing. So there's more that you're paying just to live there while your public safety, while everything around you, your infrastructure is just denigrating. It is not right. But again, nothing is going to change unless we change.